Welcome to Megerian Carpet, Armenia. My name is Diana. I will be your tour guide. Feel free to take any photos and ask any questions. Let me introduce to you a little about the company, and after I will introduce to you about Armenian rugs. So Megerian Company was established in 1917 in New York by the grandfather of nowadays owners. Back then, they were involved in washing and repairing antique rugs, and since 1970s, the company was passed to grandchildren, and they started the Armenian rug production. The first factory was opened in Egypt, then in Pakistan, Afghanistan, Romania, and in 2002, Megerians came back to Armenia and they bought this factory right here. Here, we weave Armenian rugs with Armenian double knot, and we color the yarns with organic dyes. For example, this color we get from the bark of the mulberry tree. Brown is from walnut cover.
Oh, wow. That's something. Oh, wow.
Immortal flower.
Yes, I done something.
Spita white pomegranate rind for this color. From a red pomegranate, we get the black color.
Oh, that's interesting.
Do you know Bortan Karmir?
Yeah.
This of the worms, Koshnil from Arad Valley. The secret has been lost during the genocide years. That's why instead of them, we use root of medar, Doroni Armat, for their red color. With this one, we also color the Easter eggs. And the only not local ingredient is indigo from India for blue. Also, one more very important secret for you to know. We have 4 fixators, alam, sheep. Եվ գինեկար, գինու տակարների նստվածքը, the leftover in the wine barrels, wine stone, which we buy from wineries. And 2 more fixators which fix the colors on the yarns. They are a secret, I cannot tell you. We get more than 600 colors. So, well, if you buy a rug with a good deal, because our owner is here today and he arrived from New York recently, Mr. Rafi Megerian, representative of 3rd generation, we'll think about it. Okay, let's go towards the production room, please. You now, because their working hour is about to finish, they're making by hand all of these treasures, which are going to be passed from one generation to another. Armenian rugs of different sizes. In front of you, you see the biggest loom on the territory of Caucasian region. Here on this loom, we can do up to 100 square meter rug, and we have done it more than a year. One for the residence of the Armenian president. We have done 50 square meter for Roman Pope Francis. We do different orders for different embassy representatives and others. So orders, our production, and also gifts from Megerian family to very special people about which I will also tell you a little later. I will ask now our ladies to do slowly the Armenian double knot. You can come closer, and whoever sees, please give away to others to see also. And I will also show on one of the looks, okay? So just a moment. Please stay here. And I will show right here. Now let's come on here. So please go here. This is Western Armenian design. Yes. So this is nice. So, when the rocks are taken off the loom, they are being washed from 4 to 5 times each rock, then dried and then brushed. In order to clear all these dead yarns. Not all of the companies do this because this is one extra month. The brushing, the shaving with the machine, washing and drying. For Megerian family, the quality is much more important than the quantity. That's why we spend one extra month on this process, so that when you buy the rock, you walk on it, you enjoy the organic colors and nothing comes out. This is again Western Armenia design. Now I will ask you to enter our museum, please.
It certainly says if you see a Megerian.
Welcome to the museum of the private collection of Megerian family named after Hovannes and Noemi Megerians. So I will introduce to you some of these Armenian rocks, just a few but very important ones. All of them are of Armenian origin, from 100 to about 400 years old. Let's look at this one, which is Vahana Gorg, a rock with a symbol of shield as a protection. As you can see, it was separated in 2 parts. There is a story behind it. During the Armenian genocide, a mother separated it between her 2 daughters. And she said, if you find each other, put the rock back into memory of our family. And 50 years after, they found each other in the US. And nowadays, Megerians are trying to get the whole story behind of it. How did they meet? In a church or any other place? This rock is 160 years old. Please, let's go this way.
I gotta take a picture.
These are all symbols of almonds. Almonds are symbols of fertility, rebirth. And by tradition, such kind of rock was given to a new married couple. Or the girls who were about to get married, they had this little symbol on their skirts. And this rock is 200 years old. You can see that it has some missing parts. We can repair any of these rocks, but we don't do it specially because the history is like that. The value of them is exactly like this. How they were either donated to the museum collection or bought during the auctions. And now, if you remembered when I told you the ages of the rocks, let's see the oldest rock of this collection, and you will help me to guess that here. So here you see the photo of the oldest rock in the world. It was found in 1947 in Altai region, Siberia, in a mausoleum with the name Basilic. That's why the name of the rock is also Basilic. German professor, scientist Volkmar Ganzorn, who is right here on the photo with Mr. Rafi Megerian, one of the owners of the company, whom you will meet very soon. He has proven that this is, just a moment, that this is of the Armenian origin just because it is woven with Armenian double knot. Red color is from Bortan Karmir, the worms from Arat Valley. And the ornaments are taken from the ancient Armenian kingdom Urartu. Original is 2,500 years old, 5th century BC, in Hermitage Museum, St. Petersburg. And we are very proud nowadays because before it was written some kind of Iranian rock, but now it's written Urartian rock. So it is having the real origins of it. We reproduce the copy. I will show it to you later. For this museum also, and we have silk and wool khachkas, stones. Okay, so let me introduce to you one more very specific design and rock which is not for sale. Lorry design, as you see, with the eternity star and the cross. This letter T in Armenian, which looks like English S, it means for us God, Derna, Der. And imagine like you write your letter G, you'll say God. So there. And this rock, Megerians decided to give as a gift to those who support the recognition of the Armenian genocide. Charles Aznavour, Roman Pope Francis, Garo Palyan, the only Armenian deputy member in Turkish parliament, Aram II, the Western Armenian Catholicus. And this one belongs to George and Amal Clooney. So each one of them have their name and in memory of the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide. For now you can touch it, take photos, but later as we arrange the meeting we will give it to them. And just one funny story, one time we had a very smart Italian tourist. When this rock was on the ground, he took a photo next to it and he photoshopped it into his apartment. Wow. And I go in the check-ins on our page, on Megerian Carpet Armenia page, and I'm like, isn't this George Clooney's rock? How is it in his apartment? Then we noticed one of the corners was going above the table. So he didn't Photoshop it very good. And we were like, poof, the rock is there. Yes. And one more very important thing for you. So behind you, everything is our production. You can ask any questions, any prices, but make sure you know the prices are factory price. The directors are here, Rafi Megerian, whom you will meet very soon, the owner of the company. He can also give you a wonderful deal. Thank you for your attention. So here, any questions?